Great, wonderful. Shrotas, Sadhakas, Hearty, welcome to you all as well as congratulations. Great Shastras to study, getting that inclination, making it convenient, keeping away other things, sacrificing and being consistent and regular is a great feats you are able to do every day. You deserve lots of congrats. And the suggestion is what? Keep it up. Improve upon the quality of listening, quality of concentrating, and start, if already not started, little of contemplation of these things so that the information becomes knowledge. Thereafter, the knowledge should become conviction. Living up to that knowledge is the way for liberation from whatever the limitations, bondages we are in now. The 13 Vyaktitvas Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta Gambhira, and Sanskrita Bhasha Jnata, Vyakarana Sahita, and any other such Vyaktitvas which will make us evolve spiritually, we have to develop within ourselves by our own efforts, in which we take continuously the guidance, the help from the Shastras, from the Gurus, from the Devata Ganas, from Jagannatha, from Jagatpita, and also from the Parabrahma Tattva, and any of our co-travelers on this path, the like-minded sadhakas. Nothing wrong. Get information from them, get inspiration from them, directly contact or talk to them and see. In some things they excel better than us, learn from them. In some things, if you are better, you can provide that information to them. So, like in any of the yatra, the Margadarshaka, Guru, all of them are required, including God's push, but also the co-travelers' help, and also. So the co-travelers' help also, if is helpful, required, unhesitatingly, you can take. By all means, evolving in Adhyatmika sadhana is healthy, correct only. Let us seek them unambiguously and uninhibitedly. Right? Friends, lot of Shastras from morning we go through. It's a beginning for us. We have to digest them, live up to them. Shvetashvatra Upanishad, Ramayana. After this, Adi Shankara Stotra, Dhanyastakam. Then we have Skanda Purana. Then we have Adi Shankara, Bhashya Sahita Taittiriya Parayana. A very good hours we are spending, but still lot of application, lot of energy, lot of sincerities, concentrations required. They will be given if we pray to the Lord. Right. In this Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayana, now the class, second Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, 18th Sarga, Drushtanta Nirupanam. So many Drushtanthas are used to tell us the main goal achieved through the study, understanding, sadhana of the Shastra, and also many other byproducts which are so beautiful to live even outside a noble life and inside also peaceful and fulfilling life. And also the need of the Drushtantas in the last few shlokas, Bhagavan will tell us in this Sarga, because this whole text is Drishtanta Yukta, Upamana Yukta, then Akhyayika Yukta. Drishtanta is the example, Upamanas are the comparisons, as well as the Vyakhyanas is Akhyayikas are the big kathas. So Vasishthaji adopting all of them to exhaustively convey to all of us what we have to know to grow spiritually. And his approach, Vasishthaji's approach in this text is so varied, so different, so many variety. He will see to it that our personality develops all in all. The general thinking ability, the general decision making ability, maturities, all of them also come to us when we are going through, in general, any Shastra, more particularly this Shastra, because he is teaching not only to highly qualified person Rama, but also is teaching to a person who is going to rule the kingdom for 10,000 years. So, how much he has to be prepared, not only in Brahma Vidya, but in all other Laukika Parigyanam also. So, this text side by side teaches Laukika Parigyanam, which is a secondary byproduct, basically is Tattva Jnanam for moksha. So, we have seen up to the mantra number 35 yesterday. No. हाँ 32 तक हमने देखा कल. आज वहाँ के बाद देखते up to 32. So many upamanas to tell us the glory of the Shastra. From 33 onwards, some slokas are used to tell the simplicity in studying and understanding this Shastra. Let us see. Let us start with our Shanti Mantra, Ucharana and Sankalpa as we do every day. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhya. Om Yerime Guruvihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakyatah Sarva Satchastraha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharya Keshavam Badarayanam Sutram Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranam Tatulyam Ramanama Varanane. Om Tasmai Shri Gurave Vaashishtha Munaye Nityam Namaskurmahe Vishwamitra Munim Sharanyamanagam Bhuyo Namasyamyaham Tasmai Valmikaye Shri Gurutama Gurave Bhuri Bhavairnata Smaha Purnananda Swabhavaha Swajanahita Krute Mayayopatakayaha Karunyaduddidirshur Janamanavaratam Mohabanke Nimagnam Avishyantar Vasishtam Bahiravi Kalayan Shishya Bhavam Vitene Yasat Yasamvadena Shastramruta Jaladimamum Ramachandram Prapadye Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Samasta Brahma Vidya Acharyebhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Vaashishtha Vishwamitra Valmiki Veda Vyasadi Gurubhyo Namaha Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha Sankalpaha Tesham Krupaya Upanishad Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanokta Brahmatmaiki Bodhena Asmin Kshine Eva Moksha Kaivalya Praptyartham Shruti Smriti Purane Itihasokta Santavangmayokta Sadhya Sadhananubhava Siddhyartham Tatrokta Rishmuni Guru Devata Darshana Anugraha Anubhava Praptyartham Sanatana Dharmasya Vedikaindava Samskrutehe Sampradayanam Shastranam Mokshamarganam Guru Shishya Bhakta Bhagavat Paramparadinam Punaruthana Jagarana Vishwavyapti Vishwa Adhyatmika Pragati Ekata Shanti Puravivriddhyartham Asmin Sanatana Dharma Samstapane Kankanabadha Asmakam Saha सर्वेषां धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये निरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्तमन्दिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्य दिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य शाश्वतरूपेण वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणां अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायण अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं तदनन्तरम् आद्यशंकर कृत धन्याष्टकाध्ययनं संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराण पारायणं भाष्य समेत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः पारायणं वयं सर्वे भक्ति ज्ञान विवेक वैराग्य योगादीनां द्वारा मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मार्थं विश्वकल्याणार्थं भारतवर्षार्थं च करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्मरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरेवनो सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योगवास्य महारामायण शास्त्रं द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणं दृष्टान्त निरूपणं नाम 18 सर्गः। श्री वसिष्ठ उवाच। Not one, not two. So many examples, so many benefits, which will come to us if we study, practice the Shastra, are told worthy of rereading, re-seeing to keep up the inspiration. Towards the end, what Bhagavan was saying was 30th onwards, I am discussing now. न द्वेष्टि सम्प्रवृत्तानि न निवृत्तानि काङ्क्षति कार्याणि एष प्रबुद्धोऽपि निष्प्रबुद्ध इव द्रुमः. So, सम्प्रवृत्तानि कार्याणि न द्वेष्टि तेषां निवृत्तानि न काङ्क्षति. See, the jnani, realized saint, as a result of doing sadhana indicated in the Shastra, after that, any of the karya come in front of him to serve the world, he will not do the dvesha of them. Nivruttani nakangshati means he doesn't desire them to go away or those things which is enjoying doing. If they go away, he will not ask them to stay back. So the things and beings and situations and experiences and activities, works, duties will come if they come, will go if they go. In either case, he is not is unperturbed because he is established in the truth, and all this is a play. A play of samsara becomes samsara when we associate with it the likes and dislikes, losses and gains, and kartrutvas and akartrutvas. The jnani will not have all this. Na? Therefore, he will be free in his expression in the world without any biasnesses. Secondly, Prabuddha is awakened to the truth, but as regards his Vyavahara in the world is concerned, as it is like earlier or like others, Nishprabuddha iva Durumaha, like a tree only, he will be there, non reacting to the world outside. saying that I have realized, therefore I will not do this or that. No. The unspecified way he expresses. That's the beauty of a Atmagnani, Brahmagnani. Whichever the work the Lord gives him after that, he does it. And if there is nothing to do, he relaxes. I know that's how you see in this world the Brahmagnanis. Somebody is in the towns and cities with traveling all over the country or the world, doing so much of prachara work and all. There is another one, oblivion to all. Nobody knows that he is there. A Brahmagnani, somewhere seated in some jungle. Both of them, in their own experience, they are same. Outer expressions as the Ishvara wills. It will just happen. There is no comparison that way between them as if somebody is great or somebody are not. And in somebody's life, one saint only, in the beginning, plenty of work will be there. Later on, he'll be all alone with himself. Or he'll be all alone with himself. Later period, there may be lot of work done through him by the divine. All of them are normal, continue, but they don't disturb the Brahmagnanis, that Brahmanubhuti, Mokshanubhuti. Clear? That is the beauty. Now next, Drushyate Loka Samanya Yatha Prapta Anuvrittiman Ishtanishta Phala Praptau Hrudayena Parajitaha. So Loka Samanya, he will be in the Loka like any Samanya Vyakti. Then Yatha Prapta Anuvrittiman. Yatha Prapta Anuvartana. That the sukhas come, dukhas come, ishta come, anishta come. Somebody will respect him, somebody will insult him, somebody will value him, somebody devalue him, somebody will enthrone him, somebody will dethrone him. All that ishta anishta phala prapti only drushyate. Then why he is getting all this phala? He has done the earlier karma. The karma phala has to come. And they come to the upadhis, prakriti. He just remains as drishyate, drashta to all of them. Then hrudayena aparajitaha. From the hridaya, he will not lose that cool. He will not lose his atmanubhuti. So Hrudayena Aparajitaha means the outer such situations do not defeat him in his heart. Do not cover his inner Atmanubhuti. He just drushyate. He just visualizes Yatha Prapta Anuvrittimanu. Hmm. So Yatha Prapta Anuvrittiman Ishtafala Prapto and Anishtafala Prapto. सभी इष्ट फल का प्राप्ति सत्कर्म का फल का प्राप्ति एज वी सेड जस्ट नाउ षड रसोपेत पंचभक्ष परमान्न भोजन भिक्षा नैवेद्य one day somebody gives, he will go through it. Other day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, there will be no food available to him. He is accepting. Someday somebody, some philanthropist or some bhakta invites him to the house and keeps him there for 7 days, giving all the safaryas. Adbhuta. रहने का वस्त्र इत्यादि. The other place for many days, he may not even get a shelter also. Isn't it? दुःखेषु अनुद्विग्नमनाः सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतरागभयक्रोधः स्थितधीः मुनिरुच्यते. यः सर्वत्र अनभिस्नेहः तत्तत् प्राप्य शुभाशुभं न अभिनन्दति न द्वेष्टि tasya prajna pratishtita. As it is said in Gita in Sita Prajna Lakshanas, here also that will be the way Ek Jivan Mukta expresses in the world only to say that the outer happenings or outer doings won't create any samsara to him as they are doing before the dawn of that wisdom. Good, no? जीवन मुक्त व्यवहार करेगा लेकिन बंध में नहीं आता है. Padma Patra Mivam Bhasa, as it is said. And again, Gita, it will be like a lotus petal or leaf untouched by the water, even though it is all through its life in the water or water is in it. पानी में हो या पत्ता पत्ते में हो या पानी पत्ते को छूता नहीं. He will be like that. That's the beauty of Brahma Jnana, because be attentive. The Brahma Anubhuti is like the mirror. Mirror reflects everything, retains nothing, rejects nothing. Akash also. It allows the Prithvi, Apaha, Tejaha, Vayuhu to come in it to play all the play in whatever it their quantity, and they may get dissolved. Akasha doesn't get touched because its state of subtlety is different. And other than that is its own projections on its own self. So too the entire Jagat is the projection on me like the reflection in the mirror without touching me like the reflection doesn't touch the mirror. See the peculiarity of that. मिरर में जो भी रिफ्लेक्ट होता है सिनेमा स्क्रीन में, टीवी स्क्रीन में, सेल फोन स्क्रीन में जो भी देखा जाता है वो स्क्रीन को टच नहीं करता. आत्मा में जो भी प्रोजेक्टेड है वो आत्मा को स्पर्श नहीं करता. वो अभी भी है. इवन नाउ वी आर एट दैट लेवल बट वी हैव नॉट रियलाइज्ड इट बिकॉज वी डिडंट हैव द ज्ञान. वी नेवर डिड साधना. ऑल दैट ज्ञान एंड साधना आर टॉट टू अस ऑल थ्रू दिस शास्त्र. ग्रेट ना. मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं सुनकर? डोंट यू वांट टू रीच टू दैट लेवल? That's why these Shastras inform us about those stages, inspire us about those states, and give us the guidance, knowledge. Therefore, we have to be always in the Shastra, Shravana, Adhyana, Ityadi. And the mind, intellect, or senses, they try to take us away into the world. So, that Antar Matana we have to do, Antar Yuddha we have to do, in which through the dosha and drushti and pratipaksha bhavana, we have to reject all those involvements which are consuming our time and energy. And all the time energy with all love we have to utilize only for paramarthika pragati evolution through the study of shastra dena sadhana shravana. Done. Okay. Now beautiful shloka ये भी था. बुद्धेदमखिलं शास्त्रं वाचयित्वा विवेच्यताम् अनुभूयत एवैतत् न तूक्तं वरशापवतु बुद्ध्वा idam akhilam shastra. This entire shastra having thoroughly buddha digested, understood. Before that, vachayitva, having heard it from the gurus. Then, having kept it in mind, buddha vivichyata. Let the vivechana of that is done mainly in that the atma anatma viveka that is done, and we are shown that we are the atman. We have nothing to do with the anatma of the panchakosha ityadi. With this, anubhuyate eva etatu. That etat brahma anubhuyata eva. Definitely it will be experienced. Natu uktam. It's not a mere saying or mere external unfulfilling promise. No. Varashapavatu. Uktam Varashaptavaktu. So when a great Siddha Purusha Yogi does the Shapa फल होता ही है जिसके ऊपर प्रयोग कर रहे और he blesses him with the vara, that vara also will happen. So this particular Shastra is like that yogi who can give the vara of Anubhuti, provided we are this Shastra Vachayitva having heard, Vivicyatam having contemplated, Udyate having done the sadhana and experienced it. The experience of moksha, Brahma, definitely will happen. Like the Vara Shapa, when given, definitely becomes effective. What it means, don't have the Shraddha, don't have the doubt about the efficacy of this glorious Shastra. Have full Shraddha, undaunted, undisturbed Shraddha. है ना? गुरु में, वैद्य में, माता पिता में, भगवान में, शास्त्र में, साधना में, स्वयं में हमेशा श्रद्धा ही हमको मदद करता है आगे ले जाने. You know that Gita 15-17 chapter, last श्लोका he says, भगवान अर्जुन को बता तो दिया मैंने almost everything. But what I taught and what the Yajnadana Tapa we are talking so far, if they are done without Shraddha, they are as good as not doing only. Ashraddhaya, without Shraddha, Hutam, the Havana done, Dattam, the Dana done, Tapastaptam, entire variety of tapasyas done, Krutam Chet, any other Punya karma, Sadhu karma done, without Shraddha. Ashraddhaya Hutam, Dattam, Tapastaptam, Krutam Chet, Asaditi Uchete Partha. Hey Arjuna, It is said to be asat only, as equivalent to not doing only. Najadat pretya no iha. Neither it will give the posthumous results of higher worlds, nor here the contentment joy that we have done it. Therefore, Shraddha is of utmost importance. To create that Shraddha in us, Vasishthaji is struggling his best to bring to our notice the great benefits that come to us when we study and live this Shastra. Done. Now we go to the 33rd mantra. Bhagavan says, Shastram subodhame vedam salankara vibhushitam kavyam rasamayam charu drushtantaihi pratipaditam. तो अब तक साइड बेनिफिट से सब बताकर राइट नाउ द शास्त्र का ब्यूटी बता रहे. फर्स्ट शास्त्रम, इदम शास्त्रम, दिस इज ए शास्त्र नाउ, है ना. श्रुति स्मृति शास्त्र इट इज. सो इदम शास्त्रम सुबोधम एवा. सुबोधम एवा मीन्स it easily it can be caught, it can be understood. Subodhameva idam shastra. And sa alankara bhushitam. And to bring to our interest all the various sadhanas that are told, because the Vedanta always appears to an immature person little dry. But that Vedanta, if it is made wet or dipped in something and given, one can take. That work is less done in the Upanishads. But here it is done. And dipped in what? Alankara Bhushitam. So, variety of the alankaras are utilized. So, aneka with that no upama alankara, upameya alankara, shabda alankara, vyutpatya alankara, like in Vyakarana Shastra, these are all alankaras are there. So, aneka nana alankara bhushitam. So many alankaras are there. Alankara it means also alankrita. Mukam karoti vacha alankaram. So decoration, vibhushita, adornment. So lot of alankaras are used to do the alankarana, vibhushana of this shastra to make it subodha. सरला एंड सुबोध ना, सरल संस्कृत सुबोध संस्कृत सुबोध हिंदी जैसे हम सुनते हैं ना. तो अनेक अलंकारों के द्वारा समझाने के लिए, समझने के लिए इस शास्त्र को सुबोध इजी बना दिया. सो सुबोधमेव इदम शास्त्रम नाना अलंकार भूषितम. नाना अलंकार भूषितम इदम शास्त्रम सुबोधम. अनेक अलंकारों से जड़ा हुआ ये शास्त्र बोध, टू अंडरस्टैंड सुखम इजी. फर्स्ट पॉइंट. सेकंड इज कि काव्यम. इट इज काव्यम, इट्स अ ब्यूटिफुल काव्य, है ना. In that the poetic beauty also is there in it for one to study. Alankaras are there, kavyatva is there, and then rasamayam, ananda rasamayam. The examples that are given, the stories that are told, they are all givers of the taste to the heart. So subodham, alankaramayam, then kavyam, then rasamayam. Then the most beautiful is charu drushtantaihi pratipaditam. Charu sundara. Drishtanta means examples. With so many beautiful examples with which you can relate to. With those examples, the Paramatma Tattva is pratipaditam, established in this Shastra with its Swarupa Lakshana, with its Tarshastha Lakshana, with the sadhana stories to it, with all the qualifications to have. So qualification, sadhana, Swarupa Lakshana, Tatastha Lakshana of Paramatma. All of them are Pratipadita, very beautifully told in the Shastra with Charu Drushtanta, with Kavya, with Rasa, with Alankara. Therefore, Subodha. So, Shastram Subodham eva idam sa Alankara vibhushitam kavyam rasamayam charu drushtantaihi pratipaditam. So Vaashishthaji is taking all cares. Like when you give to somebody, just throw the object on their face. That is one way. वहाँ रख दिया, Le lo chahi to nahi to another way. Third is give with respect. Fourth is very beautifully packed, decorated with compliments from etc. with all the wishes. So beautifully you can give everything in the world. When you call someone, there is a way of calling. When you host someone, when you serve someone the food, when you give someone the money to them, kuch bhi ho. Lowest, lower than the lowest uncultured way one can do, higher than the highest decent way one can do. Here, to Sri Rama, the most highest of the topics, Brahma Jnana, in a most adorning, cultured, decent, presentable way, Sri Vasishthaji is presenting. He is using Kamya, he is using Alankara, he is making it Subodha, he is giving Charu Drushtanta, and he is seeing to it that it is Rasamaya, not Nirasamaya. If at all you are getting Nirasa in the class, it is my contribution, not Vasishthaji's. Rasamaya. देखो कितना बढ़िया है कि नहीं, मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं सुनकर, सुनते ही रसमय हो रहा है. सच ग्रेट शास्त्र वाज हाइडिंग फ्रॉम आवर नोटिस. पता नहीं कितने जन्मों से अब इस जन्म में हमारे हाथ में आया. वी आर ट्राइंग टू गो थ्रू इट. लकी वी आर द वंस हु आर रेगुलर कंपेयर टू सो मेनी others also may be lucky. They are studying Gita, Upanishads. We are doing them. हम गीता पढ़ रहे हैं, उपनिषद भागवत पढ़ रहे हैं, स्कंद पुराण पढ़ रहे हैं, but something which others are denied maybe by their own choice. We are getting a chance to study. That is this great Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayan Shastra. Done. Now the next one. Budhyate swayame vedam kinchit pada padarthamit swayam vastu navetidam shrotavyam tena panditat. He says kinchit pada padarthamit. The one who has got little of the pada, the vocabulary of Sanskrit Bhasha, padarthavit, along with the meaning of them, words and their meanings. Those who have a mediocre knowledge about Sanskrit Bhasha and the Padajala and its Paribhasha, the language and the meaning of that language. So, किंचित पद पदार्थविद, पदों को, पदों के अर्थों को थोड़ा भी कोई जान लेता है तो स्वयं एव इदम बुध्यते. One can just study this Shastra and he can himself understand. Except the highest Upanishadic literature and some Shastras which are written by the writer without his efforts expressing his own mastery over Sanskrit Bhasha, many of our Sanatana Dharma Adhyatmika Shastras are easily understandable for the one who knows a little of Sanskrit. Gita, what's difficult in that? Any shloka you say, oh, easy. Valmiki Ramayana, kitna easy hai. Adhyatma Ramayana, very easy. It is our laziness because of which we don't study them. Otherwise, they are not so difficult, they are easy only. And most of our Bharatiya Bhashas are Tatsam or Tatbhava from Sanskrita, therefore not difficult at all. Or a 1 year or so, just study little of Sanskritam, enough. So he says, Kinchit pada padarthamita swayam eva buddhyate idam. Each can go through it and he can understand it. अलॉन्ग विथ इट थोड़ा दूसरे शास्त्र में पढ़ने का थोड़ा अभ्यास है तो और भी आसान हो जाएगा. सो बुध्यते स्वयमेव किंचित पद पदार्थविद. ओके, देन स्वयं वस्तु नवेत्ति इदम. इफ somebody is not capable of even that, स्वयं नवेत्ति, he is studying it, only the mantras he is doing ucharana, he is not able to understand because even that much Sanskrit Bhasha he is not knowing it. Shrotavyam tena panditat. Tena, if that is the case, because of the reason, panditat shrotavyam. Have some panditji appointed and listen from him. That panditji can be your own acharya, your own guru. If they are kind enough, they will teach. What gurus teach is not in our hands, na? They will have their own choice. But you have a choice of studying this Yoga Vaishnavana yourself. You can understand if you have minimum vocabulary. If you do not have, like you appoint a Pandita for doing Upasana, for doing Puja, for the लेट अस से गृह प्रवेश आदि करते हो कि नहीं, ऐसे ही दे आर संस्कृत पंडित्स. दे मे नॉट बी द ब्रह्म ज्ञान साधकास, बट दे हैव संस्कृत भाषा. तो उनको यू गिव देम समथिंग, let them come every day 1 hour, and let them do the parayana of this and explain to us. They may not be sadhaka siddha purushas, but they are pandit. But if that pandita is your own guru, your own acharya, who himself has chosen this to teach to you, you are luckiest. Ab make use of it. So the important thing is knowing what is said in the Shastra. Either you yourself know it by your study if you have a language knowledge, or you listen from Panditji, or listen from your own acharya and guru. But पढ़ो इस शास्त्र को. सो बुध्यते स्वयमेव इदम किंचित पदार्थवितो स्वयं वस्तु न वेत्ति इदम देन श्रोतव्यम पंडितात्. पंडित जी आइए, हमको ये सुनाइए, पढ़ाइए. नथिंग रॉन्ग, गिव हिम दक्षिणा. These are for those who don't have gurus, those who don't have the satsanga taste. है ना, यू हैव गुरु, योर सत्संग श्रेष्ठ है, तो अपने गुरु के पास जा, उनसे कह सकते हैं महाराज थोड़ा योग वाशिष्ठ पढ़ाइए. वेरी रेयर है, लोग भाग जाएंगे. नॉट दैट इट इज डिफिकल्ट, बट सम नोशन इन द माइंड दे डोंट टच इट. और ब्लेसेडनेस नहीं है. हमें लकीली वो अनुग्रह मिला. वी आर एंजॉयिंग टुडेज 294th डे टुडे, 294 दिन. Without even 1 day break, we are seeing we have come up to this 18th Sarga, second Prakaranam. Good, no? 2 Prakaranas in 1 year. So 4 more Prakaranas are there. Maybe in 2 more years. Because every year 2 Prakarana. ऐसा मत देखो, ये 2 प्रकरण जो 2500 श्लोक की है, उसके लिए 1 साल लगा. सो अभी हमको 28,000 पढ़ना है ना, 29,000, 29,500. तो 2500, 10 साल लगेंगे हमको. मैं तो नहीं छोड़ने वाला. मे बी 10 days or 20 days आई विल गो टू अयोध्या. 21 days, सुबह दोपहर शाम, सुबह दोपहर शाम, 3 या 4 क्लास, लाइक भागवत सप्ताह आई डू. देन इट विल बी डन मोर. 27 days आई कैन हैव, बिकॉज रामायण का 9 दिन का होता है, 9 तिहाई 27 दिन. तो डेली 3 या 4 क्लास लगाने से गुड क्वांटिटी वी कैन कवर. At that time, then I have to keep away other shastras. So in the other shastras, Upanishad I will not give up, because वो तो morning चलेगा till it is over. That class is fixed. The other classes during the daytime, which I do, they can be foregone. And maybe by the time morning Upanishads are over, evening our Skanda Purana will be done, Shankara Bhashya will be done. Then आदि शंकरा जो शास्त्र है, उसको भी हम एक आध दिन, 1 महीना पोस्टपोन करके केवल रामायण अयोध्या में कर सकते. कोई आना चाहे तो आ जाओ, मैं तो ऐसे बैठकर वहां से करूंगा. या दिस इटसेल्फ इज अयोध्या फॉर मी. Anyway, next one, what is simple? If you have little language knowledge, you yourself easily understand. If not, ask, request a Panditji. If you are more lucky, listen from your own Guru and Acharya. But the basic common goal is study, understand the Shastra. Okay, next one. Yasmin Shrute Mate Jnate Tapo Dhyana Japadigam Moksha Praptau Narasya न किंचित उपयुज्यत है. अ वेरी ब्यूटिफुल थिंग सेड हियर ना, थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनना. यस्मिन् श्रुते मते ज्ञाते, when this shastra is heard, श्रुते mate, when the mananam of this is done, ज्ञाते, the knowledge is gained and sadhana is done and experience is tried for, to that person moksha prapto, to get the moksha. The other preparatory sadhanas which are required in the other paths, means in the other shastra dena time, called tapaha, called dhyana, called japa. We have to do lot of tapasya, indriyadi nigraha. We have to do lot of japa again for the ekagrata, and some lot of dhyana we have to do. So without tapasya requirement, without the dhyana requirement, without the japa requirement. This particular shastra itself sufficient for the moksha prapti if you do shrute mate jnate, if you do shravana manana jnana. So moksha praptau narasiha na kinchid upayujyate. For the human being sadhaka in his gaining of moksha prapti, japaha, tapaha, dhyanaha, not required. Just to study this shastra from the Guru. Listen, do mate mananam, do the jnate, know the knowledge as it is said, enough to get moksha. And in Vedanta, we all know, knowing itself is being, being itself is liberation. ब्रह्मविद ब्रह्मैव भवति ब्रह्म प्राप्ति एव परप्राप्ति परप्राप्ति एव परपुरुषार्थ मोक्ष प्राप्ति है ना ब्रह्मविद आपनोति परम तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद second brahmananda valli we have started chanting 2 days back, isn't it? So brahmavid param apnoti. So the moksha comes when we realize brahman. Brahman is realized when you know the brahman. That brahma jnana is given in this shastra. Therefore listen manana, do manana, know it enough. The other struggles of for the ekagrata, for the अंतःकरण शुद्धि, the तपस्या, the ध्यान, the जपा, उनकी जरूरत ही नहीं है. बढ़िया है कि नहीं? यस्मिन् श्रुते मते ज्ञाते तपो ध्यान जपादिकम मोक्ष प्राप्तौ नरस्य इह न किंचित उपयुज्यते. उसकी जरूरत ही नहीं. So what you achieve through tapo dhyana japa, the shuddhata, the ekagrata, the vairagya adi, the manas shakti, all of them will automatically come in the study of this shastra, in the shravana of this, in this mati manana of this shastra, in the prapti of the jnana of this shastra, moksha prapti. बढ़िया बेनिफिट है. I तो लाइक दिस वन. नो नीड ऑफ डूइंग जपा तपा ध्यान. अब इसके लिए इतना टाइम जा रहा है. मैं सोच रहा हूँ सब छोड़कर सिर्फ इसी को पढ़ो. बिकॉज वशिष्ठ जी हैज प्रॉमिस्ड. अगेन उनको जाकर हम पकड़ सकते हैं. आपने कहा महाराज इसने हमने सब छोड़ा, हम इसी को पढ़ रहे हैं, मोक्ष मिलना चाहिए. दिस इज व्हाई नॉट यू स्टडी टिल इट इज ओवर. ओके, वन मोर श्लोका. बहुत सुंदर बात है कि एतत् शास्त्र घनाभ्यासात् पौनः पुण्येन वीक्षणात् पाण्डित्यं स्यात् अपूर्वं हि चित्तसंस्कारपूर्वकम्. एतत् शास्त्र घन अभ्यासात्. If you do the ghana abhyas of this shastra, means ghana means heavy, thoroughly. If you are doing the study, understanding, and abhyas of the sadhanas that are told in this shastra, pauna punyena vikshanat, and you are again and again, pauna punya means repeatedly, vikshanat, you are browsing through it, you are visualizing through this shastra and doing the ghana abhyas of it, apurvam pandityam syatu, chitta samskara purvakam. Two things will happen. The entire chitta becomes Sanskrita, beautified, divinized. All the klishta vrittis go away, aklishta vrittis come, and also pandityam sadhu, the special panditya will come to you, wherein you can discuss, you can defeat anyone on any topic, especially spiritual. Anna? In other types of study, pandityam will come, but chitta samskara will not come. तो here चित्त संस्कृत हो जाएगा, purified. Then Panditya will come. The special Panditata, Prajna will come, which is a byproduct. The main benefit is Moksha Prapti. So Moksha Prapti के साथ साथ चित्त संस्कृत होकर पांडित्य भी आएगा. ये चित्त संस्कृति and Panditya can help this Brahmagnani to guide others. Otherwise, one is not obliged to guide others. Therefore, he doesn't need any Panditya. And his chitta need not be that way trained for taking the classes, etc. It is enough if he gets moksha through any of the other Shastra Adhyanam. This Shastra Adhyanam also gives him moksha. For that only it is given. But the other two benefits which are not there in the other Shastra are there in it. One is Chitta Samskara, means culturing of Chitta, training of the Chitta. Because in this Vaashishthaji, as we have seen already in the two Prakaranas, and also he has promised us so many Upamanas, so many Alankaras, so many of Kavyatva, so many of Rasa, Drushtanta, all of that Akhyayika is going to tell. These all will make our intellect trained. Here Chitta Samskara means training to the Chitta to be able to deal with any situations, tackle any individual and sort out any problems. That chitta gets Sanskrita. Like a doctor, he gets a Sanskrita in treating the patients. Lawyer gets a samskara in his chitta to do the vadana discussion on the case. Everybody gets their own professional samskara. So this person becomes a Samskrita in his intellect, along with Panditya, to be able to guide others. Otherwise, मेरे को नहीं पता, मैं तो मोक्ष पाया हूँ, आपको कैसे गाइड करो, I don't know. It is no, they are two different subjects. Doing one's own sadhana as told by the Guru and get moksha is different from ability to become Acharya or the Guru to guide others. Second is not necessary for the first moksha, but necessary if he has to guide others, and some guides are always required to guide the people who want to walk the path. So, Chitta Sanskara Yukta Panditya will be the byproduct of studying this Shastra along with moksha. मजेदार है कि नहीं? एतत् शास्त्र घन अभ्यासात् पावन पुण्येन वीक्षणात्. But not in one go. Again and again you have to browse through it and do the ghana abhyasa of it. Then chitta samskara panditya will come. Chitta samskara purakam pandityam syat apurvami. Apurva means nobody will have that much panditya. Example, Vaashishthaji himself. His panditya you will see in this text. Already we have seen what type of examples he is giving at every sloka to convey one important thought. मजा आ रहा है मेरे को तो. As it is said, really those 27 days I am looking for. Maybe from December last week to January last week we can aim it. Because January 22nd को 1 साल पूर्ण हो गया, अयोध्या में हो जाएगा. So शायद हम कर सकते हैं. Let us see if Lord wants, permits, we get a room to stay in Ayodhya. वहाँ हम रहेंगे, करेंगे. सिर योग वाष्टमा रामायण 1 साल के अंदर दर्शन करना कहते हैं. अभी सन्यासी को जब भी जाओ, भगवान अंदर ही, कोई चिंता नहीं. So one more shloka today. Ki aham jagad iti. Now from here, another topic is taken up for discussion, wherein the delusions, illusions, confusions in our drushti, they are also removed when we study this shastra. That topic is taken up. One shloka we will see again from this shloka onwards. Tomorrow we will go through. Aham jagaditi praudhaha drashtudrushya pishachakah पिशाचोर्कोदयेनेव स्वयं शाम्यत्ययत्नतः. तो अयत्नतः स्वयं शाम्यते. Without effort, by itself it gets subdued. What it gets subdued? Drashtudrushya pishachakah. The terrible fear and dukkha creating delusion of I am drashta, this jagat is drushya. In this way, aham jagat iti. Aham, मैं, jagat, the jagat in front of me. Aham jagat iti praudaha. Praudaha means very, very strong. Drashtu drushya pishachakaha. I am drashta, this jagat is drushya. This is only pishachaka. Pishach means होता नहीं लेकिन दिखता नहीं, दिखता है और दिख कर हमको इतना परेशान करता है. That pishachaka. Arka udayena pishacha iva. Like when the Surya Bhagwan comes, the रात में दुखी भय करने वाले पिशाच जैसे शाम्यति शांत हो जाते हैं, उसी तरह in the study of this shastra, by itself this drashtu drushya pishachakah aham jagat pishachakah shamyati. Now you relate this to our morning class. Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Exactly, are we not studying the same thing? What was said in our that mantra number 11 or 12 about this? Etat eva. This alone has to be etadeva gneyam nityam swatma samsitaha nata param gneyam asti kinchit bhokta bhogyam preritaram cha matva. Then sarvam, all these three are nothing but the Brahman alone. So etad gneyam nityamevatma samstam nata param veditavyam hi kinchid bhokta bhogyam preritaram cha matva सर्वम प्रोक्तम त्रिविधम ब्रह्म में ततो. है ना, भोक्ता भोग्य प्रेरिता. So the bhokta is I, the drashta. Bhogya is jagat, this drishyam. So aham jagat, drashta drushya is the pishacha superimposed on the pure Brahman. With the study of the Shastra, that Pishacha gets subsided like when the daytime comes, Suryodaya, the रात के डराने वाले पिशाच सब चले जाते है ना. No, these things nowadays there's no night to us because of throughout the night there is light. These things we may not be able to relate, but you just can imagine in those nights where there were no electricity and all कि रात होते ही नो दिया नो बिजली तो होता है. तो anything seen appears to be पिशाच because of some moonlight, some starlight. Therefore, the shade, shadow of a tree or a mountain or a person walking, कुछ भी देखो पिशाच की तरह दिखता है रातों में. क्योंकि होता तो है नहीं, लेकिन something appears, it is shaking. Even a shadow of the tree, it's moving. It appears to be somebody trying to attack us. Terrible it is every moment, every step, like some pishacha. We have seen it, not the real pishacha, but these type of things in our childhood when we were in the villages, walking from one place to the other. एक घर से दूसरे घर जो आधा किलोमीटर होता था, रातों में चलते थे, जाना पड़ता था. और रात देर रात में लारी ने हमको वहाँ उतारा. लारी में जाते थे, बसेस नहीं होते थे वहाँ. अब तो इट हैज बिकम ए कॉन्क्रीट जंगल लाइक एनी फॉरेन कंट्रीज ओनली दैट प्लेस. एंड देन ऑल दैट रात में इतना पिशाच की तरह दिखता था. सेम प्लेस मॉर्निंग यू कम, नॉट इवन अ ट्रेस ऑफ दैट पिशाच बिकॉज सनलाइट हैज कम. कोई भय नहीं, कुछ नहीं. रात को इट यूज्ड टू अपीयर ऑन द वॉल समथिंग शैडो and leaves falling down and making small sound, but darna or some any of the creepers or they make sound. Everything is frightening. रात का समय. But सुबह होते ही all that gone. So the रात of अंधकार gives us the bhaya of the peshach of drashta drushya jagat and aham. But when the jnana of the day comes through the study of Yoga Ramayana, there is no drashta drushya pishacha. Therefore we are not afraid. We know the reality is reality. On that the drashta drushya is superimposed only for a play. There is nothing. There is no jagat other than me. There is no me other than jagat. Both drashta drushya are superimposed on one pure, infinite, eternal existence, conscious principle. That I am. राइट. बाकी सारा क्या है कल देखते हैं हम. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदम पूर्णात् पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवा शांति शांति. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. तत्सत ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. That's great Shastra. Let us cherish it, studying all through. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतो तमेव भान्तं तस्य मंगलम गुरुदेवा ब्रह्मलोकं. और श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री योगवास महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पद. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन. जानकी जीवन अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि समस्त श्रोतावक साथ से उपा जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मोक्ष मुक्तगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय. अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय. तो ज्वाइन इन 5 minutes फ्रेंड्स.